Art Rooney Drive. We welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at the 20.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. General West. Hey, zoom. Yep. Motion. Go.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Orbit. Check the backer, check the backer. Get it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Bailey, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Ready. Mike, 58. 58's the Mike. I got you, punk. Joker. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Alpha. Hit it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rudolph. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Got it. Ready.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Crunch. Watch safety. Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Greystone, Travis.
He's not going to get me. Shift. Check.
Look at me. Zipper.
I got it.
Shoot.
On first down, it's Bailey. A gain of 3, second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7.
I got him. Hey, wahoo.
They'll try the air now. Here's Rudolph. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a first down. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
They'll run on first down. It's Bailey, and he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine.
Blue draw Corcus.
You're all mine. Watch it.
Now.
Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Protein spill. Check 37.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 15, Lonnie. 15 line.
Defense focus. Slam.
Go.
Here we go. Motion.
Now.
They'll run here with Connor, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Kill, turn up.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Shotgun snap for Rudolph. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Browns nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Mahomes now on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight right here.
It's Barkley on the counter. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Mike. Fight on these two.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it win.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
At the 28-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
I don't think you got it, son.
61. Matchbox lights.
29. Wide. Get wide.
Go.
I got it.
He's driven.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to maneuver at the 40. The 40. The 30. 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Switch, switch, switch. Big edge, big edge, big edge. Out, out, out.
Hey, 15.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Going up top. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. It's a gain of 34. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Check three, check three, check three.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taywan Taylor, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Come on, now. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. Complete to Washington. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
go, boys. Bring it up.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
All right, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Ricky.
Topper.
Check 24. Kill.
On second down, it's Bailey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they move the ball with relative ease.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Check 52.
General West.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Pilot, 64.
On first down, Bailey. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Shit.
Recon, 132 fighter.
'58's a Mike. 58's a Mike. It's a party now. Check 43.
Hey.
58, right over there. Yeah.
On second down now, it's Bailey. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
He's checking. Crash.
Greystone, travel.
53, check 53. Silver.
Yes. Hey, Haywood.
It's coming this way.
Get it.
Back to throw, Rudolph. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now 21-7. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Trying to get it to Landry there. That'll bring up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bailey. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. And it's brought in by Washington. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They go play action here on 1st down, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
58, boys, 58, 5.
2nd and 10, Rudolph again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Hey, 58 is a mic. Ready?
Rudolph throwing again. Forced out to his left. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Browns drive about to get started, and they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur. But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. 26, Mike, 26, Mike.
Yeah, let's get set.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Pulled in at the 24. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
Mike, 58, right there.
Yo, go.
I'm going back to you. 58.
Right back to him on 1st down.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Watch the smoke. Watch the screen. No.
Now.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs and here a loss of yardage.
8-3.
Double dog. That's the way.
34-yard line.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rudolph. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line.
18. That's another Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
50, plant.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
Get it.
They'll run on 1st down. Bailey. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
He's coming. Double up.
6-6. Pull it high.
31.
Hit it.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bailey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
All day.
Yep.
All day. Here we go.
Check nickel.
Lead dribble.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Mike.
61. Matchbox lights.
Safe.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Hey, check 24. Watch 20.
X3. 218. Chopper. Look at me. Door. Hey, Echo. Shoot.
Now it's Rudolph. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Mahomes going to throw. Being chased out left. He'll run it. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
26 months. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. T.J. Watt in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on first down, Mahomes. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. The 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
I see you over there.
Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Steelers 31, Browns 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Devin Bush able to run him down for a loss of a yard. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out, bootleg it, do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula's not working right now. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Bud Dupree and the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Set. 10 logo.
44. Coming. Sponge. 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 No, no, no.
Fire.
On 1st down, it's Bailey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off.
Ready?
Throwing on 2nd down, Rudolph. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch the whip.
Let's go.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties. And they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that
under pressure, and they got to him again. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. To try again after the sack, Mahomes, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Jamie Gillen down. And from their own end zone, it's a fake, and he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Not today, you aren't. Not today. Pick the edge, pick the edge.
Come, look at me. Zipper.
53, Mike.
Now.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bailey. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On 3rd down, it's Bailey, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Watch the pass.
On 1st down, Mahomes looking deep downfield. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. Landry, the intended target. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll run here with Connor. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Check 9, check 9.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. Right back to Connor here on 1st. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Shoot.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Rudolph on the keeper. A loss of a yard on the play.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready?
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Get that quarterback. And off.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense is going to take over at their own 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He finds Taylor, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
Play that tight D. Don't let them breathe, defense.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, they'll hit double digits with their 10th win of the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.